Let me set the scene. You are 6 months into the best relationship you've ever had. Sparks are flying and love is in the air. Then one of you moves to the other side of the world, for school, or for travel, or work. And that once titanium relationship has eroded into a rusty heap of anxiety and worry. So what happened? If you had to sum up your experience with a long-distance relationship in 3 words, what would they be?
Difficult.
Difficult, yeah.
Eye-opening.
Time-consuming.
Persistence.
Do you want to tell me briefly about the circumstances of your long-distance relationship?
8 months in an open relationship.
On and off for about a year.
4 months together.
Hung out a couple times in between and after.
4 months following that, where we were actually in different countries.
I had to go away for school. This was like back when I was in first year. About Thanksgiving-ish time, like shit hit the fan and like broke up and then got back together a couple weeks later. It was just never the same after that. There was like a lot of back and forth. Constantly I could see what's happening in her life. I didn't really have a clean break.
This is Wolfe, and this is Kay. They were both in long-distance relationships that didn't work out, so we asked them about it. And what do you hate most about how people use social media?
I think my biggest problem with social media is the idea of you showing your highlight reel exclusively.
I think using it for the wrong reason of like it should be to communicate with people that you love and people you care about.
It's not a testament to your real life. There are other things and struggles going on behind the scenes.
Now, like a lot of people use it as like ammunition for a fight or like a reason to get mad at someone because you miss them or it's like misplaced anger. Snapchat is like terrible for that. You see someone's story, it's like, why were you out last night? It's like, you should be like staying home talking to me. That kind of a deal. Just like puts like a negative like mantra to the whole thing.
I'd say it could definitely start problems in terms of what you're seeing and your interpretation of the situation. And what's actually going on. And I think there are instances where you see something and you're thinking, where else is that going? Like, if that's the part of that you're willing to post, what else is going on?
So do you think technology helped or hindered your relationship under these circumstances?
The communication, the lines of communication was a lot easier. So it was like anytime I wanted to talk to her, like we're having a bad time, it was easy to just be like, hey, call me, let's work this out, let's talk about it. So it was like good in the sense of that. It was also nice because like we could actually like share things of our lives together. The constant contact or like reaching out kind of actually like removes the privacy and like the actual like time you just need for yourself. Just like a way for her to like tack up points against me of like, you did this wrong, oh you were out with your friends but you could be doing that.
That was something that definitely needed to be communicated between my partner and I to ensure that we were on the same page. With the amount of communication that should be happening that technology allowed us to have.
If you're insecure about how you feel, like it's just opening a floodgate of bad things to come. And so FaceTime's helpful for that. So like you can like talk and like actually see what their reaction is.
I think FaceTime was definitely the most realistic, obviously. FaceTime it's more expressive and like you can hear their tone of voice and you can see their faces and it's definitely more intimate as well in terms of you feel like a closeness with your partner.
It was like an easy way to talk to someone and actually like see their face.
While over text, I think a lot of things can get lost in translation.
Which one would you say you fought most on?
Probably over the phone. I think it allows you to say a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily say otherwise because you're not watching the reaction of your partner and you don't have to see the hurt on their face necessarily. Text messaging, I feel like you're also more hesitant because it lasts.
What role do you think technology kind of played in the aftermath of your relationship?
I believe it like kind of just let it go on too long.
I definitely wouldn't do long distance again while I'm in school. I think it's different when you're leading a more stable lifestyle. I think it would definitely be something that I would take more casually. The more you invest yourself in it and the more obsessive you become, the increasingly unhealthy the relationship becomes.
This film doesn't really tell you what technology does to long-distance relationships, because we don't really know the answer yet. Nobody does. Is it really technology that causes issues between us, or does it just embellish anxieties we already had? Maybe the pros outweigh the cons, and this world of interconnectivity has brought us closer than ever. Or maybe the ability to reach someone at the click of a button only pushes them further away. It's tough to say whether it's us or the technology that's broken.